Assalamu Alaikum, my lovelies. I hope everyone is well and welcome to Crafty 2017. I've had several requests from various people who would like me to share how I do a Quran journaling layout. So here I am in one of my journals. I'm showing you some of the pages where I have done my previous Quran journals, and you'll see them all in different styles, but the one thing I do keep in line is following the things that I like the stickers or the washi tape. Some have diagrams, some have journaling cards where you can actually add more writing to it if you run out of space, and I think that's a nice way of filling up your pages. So key thing to remember is follow your own style. So here I am now. I'm going to get some tools ready so that everyone can see what I'm using. So I've got some brush pen set for colouring, patterned paper. I've got some butterfly stickers, I love butterflies, washi tape, some sticky notes of different shapes and size, a pair of scissors to do any fussy cutting, glue to stick on my embellishments, and some stamped out stickers, and I'll show you how to use them, rubber, pencil, pen, paper, and some highlighters if you wish to do some doodling, and highlighters if you want to highlight anything necessary. So here's my page, and I'm first of all starting off with washi tape. I generally tend to like starting off using a washi tape, creating a little border. Doesn't have to go all the way around the page, so I like to add it to various parts of my page. So like over here, I've done one on the left side, and then I've done one on the right side at the bottom. It doesn't have to be parallel, and when you see some pictures towards the end, you'll see actually how I have added more embellishments once I've finished my writing. So here's my pattern paper. Why am I using such a big sheet? I tend to like to add quotes or extra information on this, so instead of just having everything on a plain white layout, I'm gluing down a patterned paper where it's like a highlight really, where it pops out and it reaches out to me and I can read, and anyone can see that it pops out from the white page, so it's quite distinguished. Of the tools, I forgot to add the journaling cards, so you'll see how I do use them later. So here's a sticky note I like to add at the top, and I'm going to use that to write down my date, you'll see later. And then over here I've got some stamps that I had, stickers that I had stamped out. So I'm going to get my brush pen set, and you can see very quickly that I'm just colouring in some the butterfly. You can choose to either leave them alone plain black and white, or you can have some fun colouring them in. Yeah, so here I am adding some basic colours, and I chose to use some bright colours so that you can see it on camera. It doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can colour it in your style and in whatever colour that you want to use. As I said, I've just chosen bright colours so that you can see on the screen what I'm doing. So once I've finished off, I'm going to be fussy cutting these the butterfly out. There we go, nearly finished. So grab my scissors and starting off with my fussy cutting. I used to hate fussy cutting. I used to find it quite boring and tedious, but over a period of time I've actually found it to be quite therapeutic, as long as it's not too tedious. So this is relatively easy, and you don't have to do it all really neat and tidy, and you don't have to keep the antennas. They can be quite fiddly on a butterfly. I mean, if you want to, on sticking it down, you can add the antennas by pen. So here I am. That didn't take too long because it was quite easy, and now I'm going to adhere that to a part of my page, on my page, and think I've decided to do another one. Yep, fussy cutting a leaf. I've chosen not to colour this one in. I thought I'd leave it alone. Black and white sometimes is equally as nice as one being coloured in, so I've left that one alone. And the other stickers I didn't colour in, and when you see the page at the end you'll see that I've just fussy cut them out and I've laid them out on my page. Quite fiddly sometimes when you try to get a sticker off, so here we go, I've done it, and there you go, I've laid it down. Now what am I doing next? Sticky butterflies, butterfly stickers. Yeah, if you have a good selection of butterfly stickers, you can just add them on anywhere. They're really nice little embellishments that you can actually add to your page. Now the journaling card, yes, the journaling card, as I said earlier, it's a good way of filling in your page, and it's also a good way to add it onto your page in case you run out of space for writing, which I tend to do sometimes, and so I'm adhering it onto a part of my page. I normally tend to do that at the end as I'm doing the writing, but for the sake of the video I'm just adding it onto the page so that you can see it, and I'm using washi tape. You can use sellotape, it doesn't have to be washi tape. If you have washi tape, you can use that. It's like another embellishment to the page. So I'm going to add some more stickers. You can choose anywhere where you'd like to add it. Okay, so now I'm grabbing my pencil. Doing a journal page doesn't always consist of sticking down stickers and washi tapes and patterned papers. Over here you can see me do some doodling of some floral. You won't get to see it that brilliantly because it's with pencil, so I like to do a little draft with the pencil, which I'm going to go over with a black pen afterwards. And so here I am just doodling in some florals. I like florals, anything florals and butterflies, so that's what I'm doodling. You can doodle anything that you like. It doesn't have to be flowers, it can be anything, or even some henna patterns. You know, people do some henna patterns, you can even embellish your page with those. I'm not brilliant with henna patterns, so I tend to stay away from that, and I tend to stay away from anything with a lot of details when it comes to doodling. That's one of my weaknesses. I tend to lose patience with anything really meticulous, so I stick to things that is in my comfort zone. So be bold to try things in your own comfort zone, and if you're any more bolder and adventurous, you know, try anything that you think you can manage. A challenge is a good way of actually trying your skills. So now over here I'm writing down my date, and I always like to add a date of when I have done a page, whether it's an art journal, whether it's a Quran journal, anything. I love to add my dates because it helps me to go back and reflect and understand my journey process of how I came about. And now over here I forgot to add at the start is a sticky note. So this sticky note is going to be where I add some information, and I will actually show you shortly where I am going to do each portion of my Quran journal. So the layout is finished. So over here in pencil I'm actually writing it down, Quran ayah. So in this section I am going to be adding the ayah that I want to focus this page on. And on the sticky note here that I adhered just a moment ago are going to be the keywords that I'm going to derive from the ayah of the Quran. And the next portion I wrote down, reflect, what lessons am I going to be learning, what have I understood from this Quran ayah. Now over here on the right page I've written down implement. How can I use this Quran ayah to implement its lessons into my life? And on the pink pattern paper I used extra ayahs and hadiths that can be related to this ayah. And just finally I'm showing you a page layout that I have actually done previously. I hope you enjoyed this video. sorry, a bit abrupt in the ending, but here are some page layouts of my final page. I hope you found this useful. Please leave me a comment below of what you thought of the video, and if there are any feedback. Like, subscribe and share, and hopefully I will see you all next time, inshallah. Assalamu Alaikum, my lovelies.